All right, guys, I just took this Trans Am from Eureka Springs, Arkansas, all the way out to Daytona, Florida and back. In total, it was about 3,000 miles on the road, and there was one glaring issue. Look at this back here. I don't know if you can see this, but my tire is cut from my car coming down in the inner fender, actually bottoming out and cutting on this tire. The rear suspension is just failing on this thing, but today we are gonna fix that. Because I'm with my boys over at Callaway Custom. What's happening, man?
What's up?
Are you guys ready for this project?
Are you ready for this project?
I am ready to watch you do this project. Personally, I would never dig into something this deep because this is an in-depth project. What would you call the suspension? Like a full...
This is a full track 4-link. I mean, it's race car.
Race car. Can I say shit on camera? I think
Absolutely
so.
Race car shit.
Race car shit. So what do we have?
We have shocks that have been professionally dynoed, which is crazy.
All right.
There's a shock dyno, it measures the rebound and all kinds of stuff.
Coilovers.
Coilovers, 4-link arms. We've got all these brackets that need to be welded into the car.
These are actually getting welded into the car.
Yes. Yeah.
So are they taking the place of something, or are they addition?
They're taking the place of most of the rear part of the frame of the car.
Yep. And what's the benefit to having something like this over what came on this car in 1978?
Stiffens it up, all the adjustability you could ever imagine. Added coilovers to the back.
A lot more grip.
Cornering.
Yeah.
Your tires are going to be the limit in the corner now. And your seats, because literally your seats won't hold you in. Yeah, when you go to O'Reilly's or AutoZone or whatever, you don't get a dyno sheet for your shocks.
So this is all Detroit Speed Engineering. This is their complete 4-link rear suspension kit. And it is arguably the best 4-link rear ends you can put in any type of old muscle car. If you're looking to convert a muscle car into high performance, your suspension's a huge issue. This kit right here is what they say is supposed to be like the best on the market. I think the big boys run this stuff.
Yes, sir.
I'm not a big boy, but we're working on it.
You're a medium boy.
I'm a medium boy? I'll take medium.
It will not handle like a muscle car anymore.
No?
Say that, yeah.
What's it gonna handle like?
Like a new sports car.
I love the sound of this.
Yeah.
So you know, kayaks are a real big thing now among fishermen and pleasure boaters. They're a lot cheaper and they're just fun to ride.
Yeah, I love kayaks.
So a friend of mine is opening a big giant paddle store in Dallas.
All right.
Yep. You know what he's calling it?
What?
The best little oar house in Texas.
We are going to have Callaway dad jokes through this entire video, so y'all better just strap in. To do the suspension, you're actually taking out the entire interior of the car. That is wild.
Yes, sir.
I think we're gonna try and do it without taking the whole carpet out.
Okay.
We gotta take the console out. So we're gonna fold the carpet forward. And I got fire blanket. I'm gonna put fire blanket over the top of it.
Okay.
That way we ain't got to take it all out.
Because you're gonna be welding.
Yeah, grinding and welding.
This is why, in my opinion, it's better to build a car like this that's not the actual limited edition, right? If you had the actual Y82 SE car, you would not want to be chopping it up like this and doing this type of work to it. So if you're gonna build a true resto mod, in my opinion, you get the base model and you build it out the way you want it. You don't do that to the collector's item.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
Did you know diarrhea is hereditary?
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Yeah, no, it runs in the genes.
Oh, jeez. that's actually, I'm gonna get some mileage out of that one.
Taking the drive shaft out.
There's an assortment of them over there.
So what we're doing is we're reaping out all these leaf springs, that shock up there, if you can see it.
Hold it forever.
All this is coming out. All this is gonna be replaced with that new coilover suspension.
So this newlywed couple got married. They'd saved themselves till their wedding night. So they're in their wedding suite. The gal's laying in bed, and the guy's standing at the end of the bed, and he's gonna get undressed. So he takes off his jeans, and his knees are all messed up. They're all scarred and knotty and gnarly looking. She said, "Oh my God, what happened to your knees?" He said, "Well, when I was a young man, I got measles, and after I got over it, this is what they looked like." God, that's awful. That's awful. So he took off his socks, and his toes were just worse than my fingers.
Okay.
And she said, "What happened to your toes?" And he said, "Well, after I got over the measles, I got polio, and this is what resulted."
Okay.
He goes, oh my gosh, you poor man. So he took off his shorts and she started laughing and pointing and said, no, no, don't tell me. Let me guess, small cocks.
Oh my God. So the entire rear axle. I'm missing half the back of my car at this point, but I have faith. I have faith in the Callaway boys. It's gonna come back together and be even better.
You know where this bolt goes?
And they give me no mercy.
Everything slows down just a little bit right here.
What are we doing?
Cutting out the templates, getting templates up on the frame, getting everything marked, measure 17 times. Then you take the template off, grinding wheel.
So you're gonna cut?
Basically, yeah, we're cutting all that crap out right here.
Uh-huh.
And then on the back side we cut out and it comes across and joins up. And this fits up inside the frame. And you gotta weld all this.
You got a welder coming in? You got somebody coming in that knows how to weld?
I read a book last night.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I think Welding for Dummies,
Oh.
I think was the name.
Yeah, we should be good.
It's basically just turn it on and pull the trigger and it does everything you needed to do.
Oh, nice. Automatic welder.
Yeah, it automatically sets the
Nice.
amperages up, wire speeds.
Hey, Adam,
Yeah.
did you hear the inventors of the small brochure passed away?
Of the small brochure?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't hear.
Pam and Lee Flett.
Ham and leaflet. Jesus.
Leaflet. The small brochure.
Pamphlet? Pamphlet? Pam and leaflet? Pam and leaflet? That one was...
When you're around Jason, work cray-cray into the conversation. It drives him nuts.
Okay. We'll give it a shot. So you're using magnets to hold it into place
Yep.
instead of duct tape
Instead of duct tape.
or glue?
Bottom of this gets cut out.
Nah.
So we're basically taking this frame rail and narrowing it. Is now going to be the new inside of your frame rail, and this will be the bottom side of like the lid, the frame rail. That's where your bar is going to sit.
Jeez.
It'll kind of fill out and section the area that we cut out. Right.
Man, that is cray-cray.
Yep.
Cray cray. We told Dad he's not allowed to say that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
One time he walked in here and he was talking about being cray cray, and I don't know what the hell else he.
Day two, so we're one day in. Day one, we've got all the rear end out of the car, as you saw. The axle's chained up. We got one side cut out, and look at, he's already started welding in these brackets. So this is gonna be, explain to me again what's happening here. This is gonna be...
It's going to be the front mount for one of your 4-link bars.
Yep.
Right here.
Lower 4-link bar.
And then this
Okay.
is all chopped out for clearance, essentially.
The good thing is we only have that much left to put in. All we like is finishing up.
All we lack is
All we like
finishing up. There are a lot of parts here, you guys. This is such a major overhaul. This is way bigger than I ever imagined. And I gotta tell you, I'm glad I got these guys doing it, because it takes a lot of confidence to go on a car like this and start chopping away at the floor.
It's confidence or just stupidity?
I feel like it's confidence.
Just so you know, we're on page 6 of 25.
Do you still feel like maybe day 2 will be done, or do you feel like we'll be into day 3?
I think it's going to be day 3.
He thinks day
I really
3.
think so.
I think so too.
Just because we got to paint everything once we get it all in, and then reassemble. Gonna have to move a few things around. Then we got to figure out why your fans aren't working.
We still got to deal with the fans. So I didn't tell you guys this. They gave me a phone call and said, hey, when you come, make sure everything's out of the car, because we got to take the interior out, and we got to drop the tank. So make sure you're as low as fuel as possible. Of course, I had just filled up my gas. So in the morning, I was editing a video, and I thought, you know what, I'll just let it idle, and I'll burn off some of that gas. And for some reason, my fan stopped working. I came outside to this mess. Oh no. You hear that? My engine. Oh my God. My engine's reading 302 degrees. I may have just blown my engine a week before the trip. Oh man. I was letting it idle because they wanted low gas. Son of a gun. Damn it. All I can do is pray. Let it cool and pray. So my fans aren't rolling. Why are my fans not rolling? We're down to 278 degrees. I don't. In my infinite wisdom, I thought, oh, let it idle. I'll let it idle for an hour while I'm editing this video, and I'll burn up some gas. And I got to editing and I didn't come out and check it. And oh my God! Now I'm running late for the shop, and I can smell it. That is not good. I just don't understand why my fans aren't working. You can look at the thing's beautiful. We've just built it, but man, there's coolant everywhere. Everything's fucking hot. Why are my fans not kicking on? Ah, shit, that's hot. It's still about 240 degrees inside that engine bay, but the boys from Callaway Custom are here to the rescue. They said, don't risk driving it. We're coming with a trailer. We're gonna haul you back to the shop and make sure that car's right.
What's up, dude?
My temperature.
It'll be all right.
I hope so, man. Dude.
So worst case scenarios are worst case scenarios. We're not gonna talk about those.
Yes, let's not talk about those because they've all played out in my head already. So even after all this is done, we still got to figure out why that happened. Man. And then we're going to make it down Route 66, start to finish. And these boys have confirmed, committed. You've committed, right, to Tulsa?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there.
They're going to meet us in Tulsa and ride with us on the Shakedown Show. What are you guys going to drive?
2 or 3 cars.
Shakedown Show. I hope a lot of you come out and meet us, even if it's just for the day or one night. You know, come stay a night at least. But we got a full hotel list, the full ride list, the stop list. Everything's on our website, theshakedownshow.com. And there's just no excuse. If I could get these guys to completely tear my car apart the week before, you guys can get your shit done too. I'll see you out there on the road.
Hold on, bro.
So I was putting on my Callaway shirt today, so I figured I would play Callaway Custom Car Builder today a little bit with them. Got this cut out already. Just gonna work on cutting this body line out right there. I'm following the yellow line essentially. Just chopping my car to pieces. Plasma cutter. So we've got to get these brackets off the axle and they've got to weld new brackets on. It really is pretty cool that they're letting me work on the car and actually have my hands in it and to learn some new skills while I'm in the process. So I will actually be able to say I actually had a small little fraction of a hand in the build of this pretty rad Trans Am I'll be running across the country. You know, the truth of the matter is getting all these upgrades done to my car is super awesome. And I love seeing this car progress and become more and more capable. Just a better vehicle across the board. I enjoy the same things in my motorcycles, upgrading them and fixing them up and making them the best they can be. I've always enjoyed the process of picking out what parts I want to use, researching those parts, envisioning the project, and then driving or riding the project when it's done. But to meet this family and have them take me in and spend hours, and they just welcomed me into their shop, and watching this family work together, watching them joke and razz one another and tackle a project and get creative, really has been a joy for me to see. This is something completely different than what I'm used to. This is a special treat for me, and I'm really enjoying just being part of the Callaway team. So I gotta tell you, it is St. Patrick's Day this weekend. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
It is.
And I'm partially Irish.
Well, you should know that, but I went to the store downtown and bought a diamond because I figured St. Patrick's Day, you know, jewels. It's a good time to buy diamonds. But they sold me a fake. They sold me a fake diamond. It was a shamrock.
Can I use that one?
Yes.
Excuse me, 14 and 9/16 outwards.
So what they're doing here is figuring out the brackets for this axle, and Jason was just telling me this is probably the most important thing of the whole project, because if you don't get this right, you can have your pinion misaligned, you can have shimmying, shaking, all kinds of problems on the road. So this is why it's crucial to be in front of a shop that really knows what they're doing, because one mistake here could ruin the whole project.
All right, Adam. What do you get? What's the results when a microscope and a telescope collide?
No idea.
A kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope. Telescope and a microscope. It's a kaleidoscope. So they have to make an absolute perfect circle around this. Question is, how would you do that?
Cardboard. Cardboard.
Learn something new every day. It is 8 p.m. So these boys have been at it for like 13 hours today. And how do you feel?
Fantastic, bro.
You're so full of shit.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
He's so full of shit. We're all tired. But the axle's done. You know where all the welding spots are going. Everything's cut.
Everything's cut. Everything's tacked in, ready to finish welding up in the morning.
All right, day 3. Here we go. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to day 3 of the Trans Am build. I had to make a quick run to the dentist, but I know they've been hard at work over here at Callaway Customs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah? Look at the axles all done. Brakes are back on it. Look at all these brackets that had to be added to this thing to make this work. Calling it race shit. Isn't that what they're calling it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's about ready to go in. We're just test fitting.
Oh, look at this. We got parts.
We got coilovers. Everything's painted.
Suspension. Coilover.
Yep. We're
From my friends at Detroit Speed.
getting ready to fit the big long arms that go up to the front here.
That's heavy duty.
Yep. And then we'll
Man. Wow. Yeah, this stuff looks good. This is heavy duty, thick gauge too.
What's your favorite word?
Drool.
Drool.
Yeah. It rolls
Why?
right off the tongue.
God almighty. I wish y'all could feel the weight of these things in the video. This is some heavy duty, well made. I mean, that's...
This is by far absolutely the most intricate, involved 4-link I've ever installed. It's nice. It's a nice piece of work. It really is.
Yeah, I'm excited, dude.
Yeah, they kind of thought of everything on this.
This thing is going together, and it's getting pretty exciting, y'all.
getting close.
Got the uppers in, got the lowers in.
Coilovers next.
Gonna put these coilovers on next. Got a track bar.
Track bar in before we
Set our height.
Yeah.
can hang it.
Show them the guns.
Look at that shit. Dude, that's Callaway power right there, bud.
So, you know, yesterday when we were doing all the calculations and measurements to get all this right,
Yeah.
reminds me of when I was in high school. My math teacher got arrested. He was carrying a protractor, a calculator, and a ruler. You know what he was arrested for?
What's that?
Carrying weapons of math instruction.
Oh my God, math instructions.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
What do you think?
No, no.
Like, who took the time to figure all this out?
Right. Yeah. Somebody a long time ago.
I know who it
A long
was.
time ago.
It was Joe.
Joe who?
Joe Mama.
And we have an axle in place. Coilovers in, track bar across. Everything's welded in nice. Whew. Look at that. That is a setup. This is probably one of the most intense modifications you can do to a car like this. I mean, that is completely tearing it apart and refabbing it and rebuilding it.
Short of back half in the car, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty heavy duty.
Wheelbase really isn't gonna matter to us.
Yeah, we'll get it close.
No?
I don't want to see that wheel.
I measured.
The entire inside has to come apart as well. And this is where they've cut in and reinforced the back. Tell them what you got going on back there.
So we've got these intrusion plates. That's where the short arms actually mount, right here on these bolts.
Uh-huh.
And then we've got another additional load spreading plate. You might be able to see it better over there.
And now you're installing Dynamat to help with the sound as
Yes,
long as we
sir.
got it stripped?
Yep, exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Actually, it's not Dynamat, it's Hushmat.
Oh yeah.
Which is what they prefer to use over the Dynamat.
Hush mat to the front, dude. It's the best stuff. Works well.
So cool thing about the Callaway boys is they're always working on different rad projects. And they got one that's really kind of unique here. I thought y'all might want to see. So look at this apparatus they've got here. It's like a special made crate. What are we looking at?
That's power on a pallet, bud. That is a 6.4 SRT. There you go.
That's the Scat Pack
That's a scat pack, yeah.
on a crate.
On a crate. It fires right up.
So you can fire this up right now?
Yeah, you want me to?
Yes. Shit, yes.
Ready?
That is pretty cool, man. Dude, that's gonna be a rad car.
Yeah, I think he's got a picture of the car.
That's what it's going in?
That's what's going in.
Dude, that's gonna be a super
nice,
rad
isn't
car.
it?
A lot of work. Last hour, these boys are just burning it, man. These and when I said something to him the other night, I said, man, you guys, I'm sorry we got you here waiting. He said, listen, man, we're race car guys. He's like, we're used to working all day, coming in, working in the shop all night, just to get a race car out to be at the racetrack the next morning. This is how they grew up. This is their lineage.
This is all Dad's fault. All this car stuff. Yeah.
They blame it on you.
Well,
Scott Callaway.
and rightfully so.
I think that's a completed Trans Am.
Legendary, man.
Dude.
The legendary.
What a day.
Man, what a week.
Yeah.
You guys have been killing it.
3 days.
3 days, dude. 3 days.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, if you're watching this video, do not go to your local builder and ask them to put a 4-link in your car in 3 days with like 2 days notice.
It will happen.
It's probably not gonna happen, and if you do, you'll ruin a relationship. So the car is complete. We are done. Y'all actually pulled magic out for me. I cannot thank you enough,
Oh, it was
Mr. Callaway. Wait, over the hood. There's only one thing to do when you finish a Trans Am all night long, multiple days in a row, to get a cross-country road trip, and that is you share one of these bad boys right here. If you know, you know. You got a water we can cheers with us?
I'll go get a
Scott
Coke
does a
Zero.
drink.
I'll go get a Coke Zero.
That's appropriate. Cheers to you,
What's that
buds.
say?
Get your hands dirty.
Get them dirty,
Get
son.
them dirty.